of the time you think, I'm going to have a salad, and that kind of gives you this feeling of, I'm doing something really healthy, until you put dressing on it. A lot of times, if you're not careful, you're adding almost an entire day's worth of sodium on your dressing, onto this real healthy salad, and a ton of fat. I'm going to show you a really simple balsamic dressing, and it's so easy, and it's just delicious. Now, most of the time, most dressings are a 3-to-1 ratio. It's a 3 oil to 1 vinegar. And we're going to cut that down a little bit. We're going to cut back a little bit on the fat because we have some different ingredients here that we're going to add that's going to be amazing. So we have 2/3 cup of olive oil. And I'm making enough dressing that I can have it for the rest of the week. I'm going to have salad. Really having salad with every meal really should be your goal. As much salad that you can, especially if you're having a heavier meal. Salad will kind of cut back on that portion control that you always want to keep your eye on, and it helps your body get the nutrition that it also needs. Now we're only using a 1/3 cup of a really nice balsamic vinegar, and we're going to pour that in. Now, I got this other ingredient, which I never added before until I saw this on America's Test Kitchen. They added a teaspoon of mayonnaise. And I'm using a really nice mayonnaise. And since we've cut back a little bit on the oil, I'm adding a little bit of this mayonnaise, and it made a huge difference in the flavor and in the texture of the dressing. I'm also adding a teaspoon of a Dijon mustard, and just a regular Dijon mustard is fine. This is actually going to help the dressing hold together and give you a nice consistency. And almost every balsamic dressing has some kind of bonding agent, and usually it is a Dijon mustard or some kind of mustard that holds the dressing together, and that's fairly typical. So we have that in there. I'm only adding this is just plain ground black pepper, and I'm only adding just a pinch. I mean, we're talking maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. And this is about a 1/2 teaspoon, a little on the counter. The rest goes in here, and this is Italian seasoning. All right, so now we have that in here. And now we're going to give it a whisk. And you can see I'm wearing a black shirt because it's probably a good idea that whatever I'm making most likely will end up here. At some point between start to finish, whatever is in my bowl will end up on my shirt. So, we're going to give it a little bit of a mix. And now that we have things kind of going, so I don't end up with dressing everywhere, we're going to take my towel, wrap it around the top of my bowl, and this is just keeping me from looking like a complete idiot with salad dressing all over the shirt. So, and if it has a little bit of, and I'll show you another one of my tricks, and I usually don't do this in front of anybody that knows me, but I'll wrap it around like this, and give it a little bit of a twist like that, and there we have it. I almost put my dish towel in my sink. Alright, so the best way to find out if your dressing is done right is to taste it. And something that Ina Garten said, I just never realized it until I heard her say it, but most people taste their dressing on their finger. Now, if you were going to eat a finely dressed hand, that would be appropriate. But we're going to eat this on a salad, so I'm going to take a couple of pieces of lettuce, some spinach, and make sure that this is seasoned and textured just the way I want it. It's perfect. It's not too vinegary, which you definitely don't want that. It's nice and smooth. And I have a reusable dressing bottle here that I can keep this in the fridge. We're just going to dump it in there. And that should fill that right up. That is perfect. And now I have enough dressing to last throughout the rest of the week, and I'm having some salad. This is so simple. You're going to love it. Now I'm tasting it with my finger.